lame. I can't even tell you guys like, oh, I look like a mess today, because this is just who I am as a person. So yesterday was Monday. Daycare was closed because of this huge blizzard. So kiddos, I was finally able to retrieve kiddos from my mom yesterday. That light really showcases my little ugly baby hairs, doesn't it? I still had to work, so it was kind of a nightmare, not gonna lie. I had to do a semi-important work call with the two ladies that I supervise, and my children just were not having that. Crying and screaming and fighting and getting hurt, so more crying and, you know, whole shebang. Mama's happy juice. Now the magic happens. Just put in a scoop of collagen. I like to have 2 scoops a day, but honestly, I don't like how that tastes. I went to Safeway and they had oat milk creamer, and I figured, you know, why not? French vanilla. Yummy. Evidently, they don't put it on the oat milk creamer bottles, but I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, like, on the Coffee Mate bottles, they will say, like, don't use in babies' bottles, or, like, don't use in place of formula or something like that. And I was like, holy crap, like, no shit, don't use it in place of formula. Then it occurred to me, you know, again, I view my life from a place of extreme privilege. Like, I'm sorry to get back on my soapbox, but this is the social worker coming at you right now. Like, I have never had a time in which I was scared, like, that I couldn't feed my kids. That's privilege. I don't know if you guys have seen at the grocery store, they started like locking up formula. So you have to ask for help to get it in a lot of places, like especially big cities. So like when I was in DC, that was a big thing. You had to ask for help to get baby food, okay? That means people were stealing baby food. Who steals baby food and why? Mamas, daddies, for their kids. So what does that tell you? Our country has a poverty problem. Like, I breastfed my kids, kind of long story there. I pumped for Ember, breastfed Blaze, luckily, pretty much the whole time. But so if you are a mom trying to feed your baby and that's what you need and you can't afford it, formula is freaking expensive. You go to desperate measures, right? Like milk, creamer, I don't know. So when I first read that, I was like, well, no shit, Sherlock. But then as I kind of, you know, took off my rose-colored glasses, I understood a little bit better. You know, I love our country for a multitude of reasons, but also I freaking hate us at the same time. Like, we need to get our shit together when it comes to feeding families. Today's Tuesday. Daycare is back open, I believe, except I did get an email from my son's teacher saying she might not be able to make it into town because, again, Wyoming, rural. She lives kind of up in the mountain a little bit, like 30 miles out. I'm gonna call daycare here in a little bit, but because of daylight savings time, we all slept in. Like, it's 7 o'clock. I mean, I woke up at my typical 3, but then went back to sleep. Today, my plan was to kind of hustle and bustle them off to daycare, go to the gym really fast, do the little bit of work I have to accomplish, pack for us, and then maybe start driving to Colorado. I don't know, we're gonna watch it, but I would really like to be able to drive because our original plan was to drive on Wednesday tomorrow, but I completely forgot I have class, and I also have like a couple meetings that I don't want to have to make up an excuse for missing. I also get like really bad travel anxiety, like on top of my normal life anxiety, so everybody is fed and happy. I'm taking my coffee and I'm going downstairs to my laundry dungeon. That is a pile of clean laundry, in case you're wondering. 2 laundry baskets there. Boom, all clean. All clean. All clean. You know, a bit of a mom mess, but hey, at least they're clean. Retrieved a pile of, oops, clothing for my children. I should probably do the same for myself. Just called daycare. Blaze's teacher is in fact snowed in, but they said of course they can handle it. So she just said, hey, you know, we have his other teacher comes in at 8, so if you could kind of hang out until then. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, because my kids are still sleeping. They never sleep in on the weekend, okay? Saturday, Sunday, psh, these kids are up at 5. Oh, I should tackle dishes and maybe do some kind of packing, getting ready. Anyway, I have things to do, so see you guys in a bit. Going to get the babies.
Why did you get the puppy gate?
Well, it is Zoo's kennel because look who's coming with us.
Really?
So we have to go take Handsome's food over to Nana's. I am just gonna run in. Sit down, Boo. Sit down. We can't go if you're not sitting. Sit. Okay, got the babies.
Bye-bye.
And now we are gonna go drop food for Hans Pants, and then we have what looks to be a, oh my gosh, 6-hour drive ahead of us. So we like snowmobiling in the streets of Laramie right now. So anyway, I'm hoping that the snow that's coming down is just gonna melt. And it's only 28 degrees, so it could be pretty damn sketchy this
I
drive.
think the snow's already gonna melt. The sun is up. No snow clouds.
So we'll see how bad it's gonna be. I mean, I'm really nervous about it, but I really also want to get to see my dad. Ooh, bless you, Zoo.
Hello, baby.
And I wanted my dad to come up
So that you're grown up.
and visit over Christmas, but he wasn't able to do that, or chose not to. I can't remember. Anyway, because it's like, you know, my plan is to move and I won't be near my dad anymore, so I'd like to see him as often as I can. It's just one thing after another. Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna drop this dog food off to my mom for Hans Pants because he's spending the week with her. Then we're gonna hit the road, Jack. And we're not coming back till Saturday. All right, so we stopped in Walden, which I never stop when we do this drive, but I really needed some motivation. I did not get my Starbucks, so this is gonna cover. All right, you kids, you ready?
You know what I want to do at Popeyes the most?
What?
Swim in their pool.
Oh, honey, it's too cold for swimming. But we're gonna get back on the road now.
I said
goes in the litter box, and the little boy says, "Oh," or is that a little girl? Is that a little boy or a little girl?
You out of there already, dude?
You think it's a boy? Okay.
Did you get bored?
Yep. He says, been there, done that. Saw that.
Gotta be busy, boy.
Done.
All done, okay.
It's back down.
No!
I can't video you?
Starting to get tired.
Why?
Look, Kitty and Buffy are both looking. And
You want
they get tired
pillow?
because he's taking so long.
No!
They're sleeping. Look.
No!
Sleeping. What's that? He says, oh, look at those eyes. Oh my God, what happened? I'm kidding.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Mummy and lazy.
Yay, everybody's happy.
Love you.
Toilet paper.
Down,
Then
okay.
guess
See
what
ya.
happens?
So obviously everybody was pooped out at the end of the night. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.